Hello, I thought it might be helpful for some of you who aren't as comfortable with PowerPoint and Flickr to see the very basic steps of how to put together a PechaKucha PowerPoint. I'm sorry for the bad sound quality. I don't have a microphone in my office that will work on this computer. So here I am in PowerPoint. I open it up. This is the default thing of what I see. So say I want to have a different background color apply to every slide. I know for me, I often go to black. You guys can pick something else if you want. I think black or white is probably a pretty good choice. If I right-click that, I'll see Format Background. I can choose the fill color black and click Apply to All. So every single slide I do will have black. Great. Once I click that, I can close. Second thing I see is these annoying little boxes here. Now they're assuming that I'm going to use those to write a kind of typical title for my PowerPoint, but maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want to move text boxes around wherever I want. Well, if I don't want those boxes there, I can right-click the slide over here and choose Layout, and then I can see where the boxes go. Often for me, I choose blank. I want to have complete control. I want to start with a totally blank slate. And you'll notice what happens when I insert a new slide, which you can do by right-clicking a new slide, or even Control-M. I think Control-M, maybe, doesn't seem to be in the mood. Okay, well I usually do Control-M, but it doesn't seem to work. Whatever. When you get a new slide, it's going to default often to what I was just at. So my new slide I see doesn't have those boxes, and it's also the same background color. Great. Say I do want to add some text. I usually go to Insert, Text Box. This is kind of my standard. I draw the text box to as big as I want. I start typing. Oh my goodness, because it's black, I don't know what color it is. Well, that's easy to fix, right? I highlight everything I just typed, either by selecting it or by hitting Control-A for Select All. And I change the color to whatever I want. I change the font to whatever I want. I think it's a good idea for a PowerPoint to use something that's sans serif. You can look that up if you like. Gill Sans is a very popular one with me. Make it big enough. Now I can move this around wherever I want. I can put it in the same place on every slide. If I want that same box that looks just the same on another slide, I can right-click it and copy it, go to my other slide and paste it, move that where I want. It's already the same size. It's already like font. On this slide, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you probably know a lot of that. Now say I have a slide and I want to put a picture on it. Okay, awesome. Well, I go to Flickr over here and I search for kazoos, because maybe I'm going to teach you how to play the kazoo. Okay, remember, this is partly Creative Commons licensed stuff and partly all rights reserved stuff. So I'm going to go to Advanced Search. I'm going to check only Search Creative Commons, hit Search again. Now I know the search results are things that I can use for this because it's showing me Creative Commons licensed content. Awesome. Sometimes I want the most relevant stuff. Sometimes I want the most interesting stuff. Interesting. Oh, look at this guy. Interesting. All right. Well, let's say I want this picture. I click it, and then I know that Flickr often has a lot of different sizes, so I'll right-click it, and I'll choose which size am I interested in. I usually choose the bigger because I don't want this grainy, crappy-looking picture in my PowerPoint. So the biggest one is often the original. Not always. Now, once I get to this screen, where it shows me all the different size options up there, now if I right-click it again, it'll let me save the image on my hard drive if I want. I can also just copy the picture. Let's try that. Copy image. Go back to PowerPoint. Let's hit paste. You see I have these three options. They all act a little funny. One of them is paste picture. Great. If you don't want to mess with right-clicking to choose paste like I just did, you can always hit Control-V as in Van and Van Gogh and whatever. Control-V puts it up there, but I can click it, drag it, move it around. You see it doesn't take up the whole slide. I can grab it and make it a little bigger. Again, you're always in danger when you stretch pictures out like that of making them not look quite as crisp and beautiful. Now for this project, since I have to give credit, I'm going to mark down that, okay, this is a photo by Underground Bastard. What is it called? Oh, I see it up here. The photo title is Wavy Gravy. If I'm not on that screen, it's actually a little easier. If I'm on the main screen, I see the title is always right underneath. So Underground Bastard is the person who owns the rights to this. Wavy Gravy is the name of it. That's what I would put in the image credit wiki when I give credit to all of my sources. Like I said in class, sometimes I don't always bother to keep track of all that right now. I just take the link, copy it, and paste it into a document somewhere so I won't lose it and I can get that stuff later. Okay, back in PowerPoint. So now I have these 3 slides, but the PowerPoint is not going to progress on its own. To do that, it's very easy. There should be a Transitions tab up here. Transitions. And what I want to do, why am I not seeing that? Okay. When by the way, I was looking over here, and a second ago it looked kind of grayed out. It didn't give me any options. So not sure what to do, I clicked around. I started clicking my slides, and then all of a sudden my option showed up. If you see something that doesn't seem to work, try clicking around, try again, and sometimes it'll work the second time. So I went to the transition slide, and over here, I don't want to advance the slide on mouse click. No. I want to advance it after 20 seconds. The first one is minutes, then seconds, and then parts of seconds. So I can just change that one to a 2. If I would rather, I can click the up and down. That has to be set for 20 seconds. Now it should work when I start the slideshow, either by clicking that little button down there or by going to slideshow from beginning. Hopefully it's going to automatically progress in 20 seconds just the way I set it to. Often when I set this up, I give it a test right away. I'm like, I don't want to get up there in front of everyone and expect this thing to move on and talk for 6 minutes and 40 seconds without anything progressing at all, which can get really frustrating. Starting to get nervous. Has it been? Okay, good. Whew. I escaped to get out of that. One last thing. In the assignment sheet, I mentioned the note feature as a possible way to keep notes for yourself. That, as a default, should be down here. You see I just dragged it up to make it a little bigger. Underneath the slide when you're in this view of PowerPoint with the slide summary over here and the main slide up there. That means if I know what I want to say, I can type notes for what I want to say down here. So you don't necessarily have to write a script somewhere else. You can keep the whole script right here in the PowerPoint. It's up to you if that's worth it or not. I find I sometimes use it, but I often don't. Now, that means that I can't demonstrate this for you now, but it means that when you present this in class, you can set up PowerPoint so that the screen you see will actually include your notes on this laptop screen, but what everyone else sees will be the slides up on the big screen that you want them to see. So to do that, you click Set Up Slideshow. Let me show you. You see you have this option somewhere. Oh, there it is. Show Presenter View. Presenter View. If you're like, wait a minute, what in the world is Presenter View? That's what we're talking about. Where on the screen it shows you the notes, and on the computer screen that only you see the notes, but on the big screen for everyone else, they see just what you want them to. If you click it, you might get this error. This is for more than one monitor, but you don't have more than one monitor detected. That means that it knows that I'm not plugged in right now to the monitor, to the screen. Ugh, my words are so crazy right now. But if I did have it plugged into the screen, I could see it. I can't. It's going to bring up help. It's going to bring up my monitor options, all this stuff. So it might not be worth playing with that until you actually plug it in. But I believe you can check that to turn it on, save it, and then we can test it in class, hopefully a little bit before class 2 to make sure it works the way you want it to. Okay, hope that helps. I know it's a lot of stuff I'm throwing at you. I know the sound is bad, but let me know if you have any questions. Bye.